It's snack time. I'm your host, Marno, and joining us today is my friend Melissa, who is sharing her snack, the McDonald's French fry. Hi, Melissa. Welcome back to Snack Time. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I'm honored to be back again after, being a little chaotic on the first one. We'll see how this goes.
It was the exact amount of chaos I hope for in every episode of this podcast.
Beautiful.
Okay, neither of us can remember if I asked you this last time, but for first-time listeners or listeners who haven't heard Melissa's previous Snack Time podcast episode, are you a salty or sweet snacker, Melissa? We gotta know.
I have to say salty. I feel like I will, at the end of the day, maybe go for something sweet. But then oftentimes if I eat a dessert, I still have to eat something salty after. It's a little bit about the balance for me, but mostly salty.
Yes. Literally, I forgot that, in all the times I've talked about being a salty snacker and, the whole dessert phenomenon, I also sometimes do that. I'll cap it with extra salt at the end. I'll have, a couple chips or,
just a
handful of nuts.
My salty at the end of the day that I get made fun of for consistently is I'll, eat dinner, eat a dessert. And then my salty is a piece of bread, like a sourdough or a French
oh my God, but with butter.
And some flaky salt.
Okay, you don't even have to explain to me. Toast. You got to come back to talk about toast as a snack.
Oh my gosh. I will.
Okay.
And my whole entire family will make fun of me because, literally, it'll be 11 p.m. and we're all watching TV and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "My bread."
No, okay, literally, literally feel that. Sourdough toast. Amazing. And then especially if you get, a Dairy Gold butter, those yummy butters.
Yeah. They have spreadable Kerrygold Irish butter now. So that's softer.
I gotta get me some of that. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's you gotta leave it out a little bit. Because is your family a leave out the butter family, or is your family a put it in the fridge butter family?
It's very funny you ask this because we're super recently a leave it out butter family, but we had never been a leave it out butter family before. We were always spreadable butter in the fridge and then the blocks for baking in the fridge. But now we have a butter dish on the counter at all times. And this has never been the case, but it is great for the butter and bread addiction that I have.
Yes. I've talked about it to my mom so many times. And there's two issues. One, we don't eat enough toast in this house. When I'm by myself and I buy a loaf of bread, I'm I have to eat it. So I end up eating it. But we also keep our bread in the fridge here. And but we also don't eat it enough for I guess butter to be warranted to leave out. Did that even grammatically make sense? I don't know. But
yeah. I knew where you were going.
Butter. We also have the whole it seems like it should be refrigerated because it's dairy issue.
Yeah. It gets a little stressful. And if it's been out too long, that's when I just will throw it into whatever I'm making for dinner. We're going to use this up so that it's not sitting on the dish too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really so it's it's a weird.
That.
Yeah, how do you know? I mean, I guess I could Google it, but whatever. Anyway, how did we even get on this? Oh, because you're a salty snacker. Wow.
We went down a trail.
We're 5 minutes in and already where are we?
Oh no.
Okay, well, we gotta talk about the frickin' McDonald's fry. Because this is a beloved snack. And not only snack, but a great side dish for a meal. Not every snack lends itself to being a side.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny that you bring this up. I was thinking about that. I was what makes it a great snack? It's a snack. It's a side dish. And if you have me at a restaurant, it's an appetizer.
Yes!
I will order.
Should we get an order of fries for the table?
Order fries for the table.
I know you'll have some fries. Oh, John Mulaney. I hope he's doing well.
Me too.
Listeners, snackers, if you don't know, John Mulaney is a brilliant, kind-hearted, just one in a million straight white male comedian. Like, the amount of kindness and, like, humanity that this man has is so rare in who he is, what his, like, job is, like, ethnicity, whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, he has struggled with alcoholism, and he has recently gone to rehab. But, like, I think that's a good thing. So I hope he's doing well.
I mean,
anyway,
the best thing you can do is to, you know, try to, I mean, it's better than, like, going along and not doing anything about it.
Exactly, so. Yeah. So, just good vibes to John Mulaney today. But yeah, he does this bit where, like, he talks about people ordering fries, like, as an appetizer before a meal at a restaurant, and, like, how everyone, like, dances around it, like, oh, like, should we be bad? Like, oh, like, should we get fries? Like, if I got fries, would you have some? Like, it's just, and then there's always at least one person in the friend group who, you know, like, oh, like, you'll share this with me. And I feel like in our friend group, that's you and me.
100%. We will be getting the extra fries for the table.
Or if, like, both of us can't decide between two things, we'll, like, split. And then, like, like, that is...
And not split one dish. We split
No. Oh, yes. Let me specify. We can't decide, so we get both. TBT. I cannot wait until, like, we can just be out and partying, you know?
Seriously.
In the meantime, though, let's talk about these freaking McDonald's French fries, because these have been by our side. They are so beloved. So... well loved in my heart, in fact. I don't even actually have them to eat today. Because I've had it so many times. Like, it's really cold today, by the way, listeners. It's like the thunderstorm of the year for California. Like, the 1 out of 2. And, it's cold. So I had soup for lunch. But I know the McDonald's French fry. So I feel like I can talk about it without actually eating it right now. And I actually, before we even get into it, I want to, if it's okay with you, Melissa, read a short little article on the history of the McDonald's French fry, because the flavor that we know and love isn't even as good as it could be.
Ugh. And I know where you're going with this, and I need you to read it for the listeners.
We're going to get into just exactly why. So, snackers, buckle up. Get your fries, or just, you know, your snack of choice, and your bev, because we're gonna get into some history.
Story time with Michelle.
Story time. Okay, so this is from Atlas Obscura, which, never heard of that, but they're like the second link that popped up after Pop Sugar on Google, and I was like, do you know what? Let's try this atlasobscura.com website out. And they have a section of their website called Gastro Obscura. Intriguing stories served fresh daily, wondrous foods to explore and enjoy. They just have fun font. And I was like, all right, let's give these guys a read. So this is called the original McDonald's French fry, the beef fat fried version that first caught Ray Kroc's eye is now extinct. Producing frying oil in the cheap accidentally resulted in some legendary French fries. When one shortening company, Interstate Foods, added beef fat to cut costs, they created the oil that would make McDonald's French fries famous. Sadly, those fries are now gone, replaced by what many consider to be an inferior product. Bum, bum, bum!
The drama.
The drama. In the beginning, the McDonald brothers had one hamburger stand, and they bought their fry oil from Interstate. At the time, partially hydrogenated vegetable oil was the preferred frying oil, but hydrogenation, there we go. Got it. Second try. Nailed it. equipment was too expensive for Interstate's tiny operation. By providing clients with a blend of about 7% vegetable oil and 93% beef tallow, they could extend the oil's shelf life without the use of costly machinery. McDonald's irresistibly crispy, flavorful French fries? Simply a byproduct of frugal savvy. Ray Kroc, the salesman who would become the founder of the McDonald's franchise, fell in love with this beef tallow fried version in 1954. Imagining the treat replicated across the country, Kroc bought the restaurant's franchise rights. He became a master of the French fry, developing potato curing methods and a potato computer to perfect cooking time. This perfection got results. The signature fry, with its crispy edges and buttery, soft interior, delighted customers, including James Beard and Julia Child, and helped McDonald's spread worldwide. But not everyone was a fan. In 1966, a business mogul named Phil Sokoloff? Just gave it the good college try.
I feel like I know how it's spelled based on the way you pronounced it, and that's what's important.
Sokoloff.
That's what I would have guessed.
Who knows? Well, unfortunately, oh no, it's not funny. It's just the fact that I didn't know what was coming next, and we took that long pause. Okay. In 1966, a business mogul named Phil Sokoloff had a heart attack at the age of 43. In response, he founded the National Heart Savers Association to campaign against cholesterol and fat. Okay, so he didn't die. And he did some good. Phew, okay. Oh, that was about to be too sad in the middle of a McDonald's French fry. I don't remember reading that when I first read this, but I did first read this article like a week ago. So. His main target, McDonald's, especially their fries. Oh no, so we don't like him. Sokoloff.
Hero to a villain to it. Or
what?
No. You went from villain to hero to villain.
Yes. Sokoloff spent several decades and $15 million on his crusade. Facing full-page ads and consistent attacks from Sokoloff, McDonald's caved. In 1990, the company announced that they would replace the beef tallow with 100% vegetable oil. After the announcement, McDonald's stock fell 8.3%. The new fry didn't stack up. As it turns out, the beef tallow had added more than just cholesterol to the signature French fry. To compensate for the loss of meaty flavor, McDonald's added, quote, natural beef flavor. Even worse, the fries lost much of the contrasting soft and crunchy texture that Kroc loved, and the new fries weren't exactly healthier. As the public later learned, the trans fat and hydrogenated vegetable oil posed, God, I'm struggling with the O's today. Oil posed serious health threats, forcing McDonald's to change the recipe again. McDonald's introduced French fry version 3.0, which is cooked in vegetable oil with less trans fat, around 2007. Fans of the first fry are still wondering why McDonald's didn't just switch back to the beloved original recipe. Journalist Malcolm Gladwell is one such die-hard fan. Everything about it was a mistake, he said in an interview on House of Carbs. Oh my gosh, what is that? Is that a... Hold on, I clicked it in another tab. We'll look after. If they had any balls at all, they would turn around and say, we were wrong, and we're going back to fries the old way. Perhaps the French fry wasn't meant to be a health food after all. Need to know. Even though you can't have the original McDonald's French fry, you can try to recapture the magic with recipes for making fries with beef tallow online. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, Malcolm Gladwell, House of Carbs is like, I guess, a column on the Ringer website.
Oh, interesting.
I thought it was going to be like another snack podcast or something.
Oh, yeah. A competitor.
A competitor. My enemy. But isn't that interesting? So, like, in our lifetime, it's changed. So whatever we had growing up, it's already different than that. But we don't even know what we're missing.
That's so true. Okay, on, I think it was the second iteration. Okay, so I watched this other video, and you know how you were like, oh, they put in like all natural beef flavor? The video I used the term all natural beef essence, which I
No, that's going to be a no for me, dog.
Or something like that. So anyway, I just had to throw that tidbit in because essence was unsettling.
Because then, wait, I feel like what episode was it? I feel like I've talked about essence or something.
It could have been the elote chips, to be honest, because I know we talked about hint of lime or essence of lime.
Yes.
So
literally full circle.
Full circle.
Oh my god. So listeners, if you haven't heard,
lime essence.
Wait, what?
I would prefer lime essence to beef essence.
Yeah. Like, what does that mean?
Perfect. I don't know.
Like, really scientifically, how do they get... Like, okay, lime I can maybe understand, because you can, like, juice a lime.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, is it renderings of... You know, like, when you, like, cook beef and, like, the juice comes out or whatever?
That's a good point.
Is it, like, that rendered down and then into, like, a powder or something?
I have no idea. I think it was in the oil. So, I don't know if it would be...
Oh, just beef. So, like, using the tallow.
Yeah, but like in like a smaller amount so that it wasn't like like contributing to like the trans fat. I don't know.
Oh, that okay. Interesting. Beef. I love my beefy fries. Oh my gosh, though. Okay, so something that we both have in common is that we are both older siblings. I'm just of 2, but you're older than 2 of your siblings.
Yes.
I feel like that's an extra burden. But one of
the real guinea pig right here.
Truly. But one of the kind of perks of being an older child, it's a perk and a curse, is usually being in charge of things, taking one for the team, etc.
Absolutely.
So one of those chores or errands that we get to run is often going to go get food, things like that. But when you're getting McDonald's or, you know, kind of any other fast food and there's fries, you know those fries, they don't stay where they're supposed to be.
They slide around in there.
Slide around in there. Could not have worded it better myself. And what joyous treat is at the bottom of the bag after that car ride and the transport from the car to the dinner table?
You know it's the Bagglers.
You know it's the Bagglers. Literally, okay, we gotta talk about Bagglers. Shout out to Bagglers.
Honestly, the best. It's like just the little, it's like the extra, the like you feel like you almost don't deserve it because you've eaten all the fries already and then they're at the bottom. Or if you're like me, you eat them before you get home.
Yes.
Because
or
you're
like as you're or if you're setting the table, you're putting everyone's little meals together, you know, like, you know, one person got a burger with fries, one person got the nuggets with fries, whatever. You're setting it all out. And at the end of your setting the table, your little treat is the Bagglers at the bottom.
Yep. I feel like me taking the Bagglers was definitely like, payback isn't the right word, but so my dad, when I was a kid and we would get fries from anywhere. Well, okay. First of all, my dad is the drive-through dad. But if he is in the seat, and this was really only on road trips, but if he was in charge of ordering, it would either be wrong or he would drive up and say 5 cheeseburgers and then just continue driving. And we would be crying in the back seat because we needed our sodas. Obviously, we needed the fries, and he just did not understand. But he gets tried. But when my mom ordered and we had fries, we'd all be sitting around the table. He's like, oh no, I don't. He still does this. Like, we're full grown adults. He's, you know, not even raising us anymore. He's like, oh no, I don't want any fries. It's okay. And then we get home, we're sitting at the table, and he walks around, takes 3 fries from each of us. And this is how I learned about taxes, because he called it the fry tax. And I just thought it was completely unfair. Even though he paid for the dinner, that doesn't matter. He always took our fries. So anyway, the bagglers are me as an adult reclaiming those fry taxes.
And like, getting fries, especially at McDonald's, is not much more money to add on to. Like, even if you just, the amount of fries that he's eating from you guys, it probably only amounts to like a small fry. And that's like, what, $1?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, to add, honestly, it's like, just why not make it a meal? There's like no reason in my mind to not make it a meal, unless you're genuinely not hungry. Or the fries and you're going to throw them away or something.
That's like, how can you not have fries?
Yeah.
Oh my God. The kid that I nanny right now, I freaking love him. He's so hilarious. But he like has the strangest little food things. He does not like fries.
What?
So I got him McDonald's one time and he didn't want apples or fries.
Is he just not a sides person? Is he a main dish only type of
No,
kid?
like he likes a lot of different types of food, but just for some reason potatoes are not his thing. But I was like, I don't know if I've ever met a kid that doesn't like fries before.
Yeah, that is interesting. I know kids that haven't tried fries, like, you know, like healthy parents now, that they don't let their kids try fries. But I feel like, I mean, once you try it.
I mean, who doesn't love a potato?
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah. It is. It's so strange. But one thing that he likes that I brought him once was, because he loves shrimp. And I was like, okay, let's see. This is the true test. Because there's an Asian snack and it's called like shrimp chips or shrimp crackers. And it's literally like a chip or cracker like that has like shrimp cooked into it. So it's not like they're flavored, but it's not like a powder flavoring like usually chips are flavored with. It's like in it. Anyway, they're pretty... Like, I really like them, but they smell very strong. You know, some people don't like those kinds of flavors. He freaking loves them.
Wow.
So it's like, it's so strange. Like, you don't like fries, but you like shrimp chips.
Yeah.
So funny. Anyway.
You make his fries when you order for him? I would.
Yeah, because he didn't want apple, because it comes, so like the kids' meals now, they come with a very small fry and apples.
Oh, wow.
But he didn't want either. And so I just had both.
I mean, why not?
He had some chicken nuggets that he loved, though. So, oh, he's great. Okay, so anyway, we love McDonald's French fries. How did we get here? Oh, your story of your dad. Okay, that is so funny, though, because sometimes my dad will say that sometimes he will want fries, but sometimes he says that he doesn't. And he, like, doesn't ask. But if I ask, like, oh, like, do you want some of these? He will have some. So it's like,
he's nice, though. He's very polite about it.
Yeah. It's just, like, sometimes I can tell that he, like, made a mistake. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to share mine. But, like, okay, you can have some, I guess. Like,
that's the ultimate regret, though, when you're like, oh, no, it's fine. Like, this is never me. But, like, you know, maybe at a restaurant or something. I'll be like, oh, no, like, I want 2 fries, do the side salad. And then I immediately am like, I hate myself for doing that. Should not have done that.
I wish, well, I'm sure some places do this, but, like, if you could do, like, a half of a side salad and a, like, really small fry, I feel like that would even be better than choosing one or the other, you know?
The either or is rough, because then you have to, like, do, like, a start, like, I'll just do a starter salad or another vegetable. It's just, I end up paying more to, you know, make sure that I also have the fries.
Yeah.
You gotta have the fries.
You gotta have fries, but you also need to have nutrients. So it's like, how do they make us decide these things?
Honestly.
Or I'll, like, go through, if it's, like, dinner, I'll go through my whole day and be like, did I have any vegetables today where I could, like, opt out right now? Like, I need to have at least one, like, leaf. Like,
yeah, seriously, though.
But if it's lunch, I'll be like, okay, I'll make sure to have, like, something at dinner time, you know?
Yeah, make up for it later.
Yeah. Actually, what I do most days, I mean, on the weekends and when I don't have work, it, like, I tend to, like, have a yummier breakfast than just a smoothie. But on weekdays when I have work, and today I did it too, even though I don't have work today, I'll have a smoothie for breakfast and put spinach in it. So at least I'm like, okay, start of the day, I've had a decent amount of vegetables to like just baseline. Like, yeah.
I also get made fun of in this family because every like dinner, it's like, oh, what are we having for dinner tonight? And then my first question is, what's the vegetable? Because sometimes we forget the vegetable and it's an afterthought and we end up with something random or like not tasty or like some like negligible amount of vegetable. We're like, it's kind of there, but like not really.
Yeah.
So always trying to, but what's the vegetable?
Something that, like, especially when I've just been making dinner just for myself, because when you're making dinner for one, like, sometimes you just have to like wing things because it's like too much to make like too many things, especially like, I mean, I've never lived on my own, so I've always had roommates, and I'm like, I don't want to take up too much space in the fridge, like whatever. Anyway, something super fast and easy and like pretty tasteless, so it doesn't really do much if you add it to something, is just like, if you're making a pot of something, at the end just like put spinach in and let it just like wilt.
Yes, that's
or
my hack
just like
too.
just steam some spinach and like mix it into whatever you're eating, or even to just have it on the side. Once you steam spinach, it becomes so small you can eat it in like 2 bites, but it's like a decent amount of spinach, like raw, you know. So
I love doing that. I also have like frozen spinach in the fridge or the freezer most of the time because you just dump it into whatever you're making.
Yeah, especially if you're steaming it, it really doesn't matter. That's what I would do too, because fresh spinach goes bad like way too fast. So
I've had to like do all the hacks to keep my like lettuces, you know, good. The paper towel in the box, key, the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
But enough about vegetables.
I know. I was going to say, this isn't the vegetable podcast. Well, I guess like vegetables can be snacks too, but we're not here to talk about them today. We're here to talk about the McDonald's fry. I mean, wait, is a potato a vegetable?
It's a... Yeah. Right?
I think it just doesn't have that much nutritional value, I guess.
No, I don't think so. I think it has like one mineral in it that's important.
One mineral.
I don't know if that's a real thing, but I feel like it's good for one thing and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, too bad they're my favorite.
I know,
okay. And McDonald's fries, out of like all the fries, it's gotta be in my top 5. I haven't figured out exactly, but like it's up there. And like so many fond memories with specifically the McDonald's fries. So I just wanted to hear, like, do you have fond memories? Do you remember like your first one? Any story, like childhood stories?
Well, I feel like, okay, so it is definitely in the top of my fry list. And when I wanted to come on Snacktime to talk about fries, I was like, I gotta pick like the fry. And I feel like this is the fry that I like base all other fries on.
Yes.
Like, is it like, you know, when you're talking about a restaurant fry, is it, you know, thin like the McDonald's fries? Is it crunchy like the McDonald's fries? Is it squishy like the McDonald's fries? Because, you know, they have both. So I feel like that is definitely why I picked this one specifically. I feel like fond memories wise, like we would go like oftentimes like when my dad was out of town for work, it would be like a dinner or something like that. But I feel like the most iconic McDonald's time was when we got taken out of school for a doctor's appointment.
Oh, yes.
On the way there or on the way home, McDonald's. I feel like it's like oftentimes like a reward for something. Like I've had a rough week, McDonald's. I had to go to the doctor, McDonald's. Like this has been a really long road trip, McDonald's. Like it's just, or you know, we were out. I feel like my reward for going out sometimes with when bars were open and such is I'd be like at the bar, like, all right, guys, like anyone want to go to McDonald's after this? Not like a going out type of person, but like I enjoy my friends. But like you know, the reward of McDonald's with friends afterwards is way more fun than like being out for me.
I feel like I do still enjoy being out, which I think Melissa knows based on our experiences going out. But oh my god, like I feel like though out of everyone that does enjoy going out of our friend group, I am the first to be tired.
Yeah.
So I'm the first to join Melissa's let's go to McDonald's like campaign during the night.
Oh yeah, because you get people excited about it, and then everyone's like, "Hey, yeah, we got to go to McDonald's."
Yeah.
Like, you know, get them excited about something that's like not the bar.
Yes. Oh my gosh. When you said get them excited, I heard get them mix-cited.
Oh,
Like
honestly, yes, that.
Very that. Okay, so yeah, all those different times, like road trips,
Mm-hmm.
tired at the end of a week, tired at the end of going out. It's just such
like
a comfort.
More of a comfort. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the ultimate comfort food. Like forget mac and cheese, soup, like any of that. Forget all of those things. But like I feel like the consistency and the nostalgia of the McDonald's, like you know what you're gonna get. You don't have to switch it up. Like it's gonna taste just about the same every time. And like if you get a bad McDonald's, it's a rare day. Like
yes.
And a huge disappointment.
Truly. Like they're just so consistent. And honestly, what's more comforting than not cooking it yourself?
It's so true. So true. And it's like, you know, easy to eat in the car.
Yeah.
Convenient factor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally, it's so good. The only thing I will say, if you are in the car, one of my favorite things to do with a fry is to dip it. And it's not, I mean, they are so good that I can have them without dipping, which I cannot say about all fries.
True.
But I do love to dip. And one of the perks, if I get chicken nuggets as my meal, then I can like use my dipping sauce. And my dipping sauce of choice at McDonald's is usually the barbecue. So I wanted to know, first of all, do you dip your fries? And then, if so, what do you usually dip in? And then also, just besides that, if you got chicken nuggets at McDonald's, what is your favorite sauce to use?
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm only going to dip the fries if I have the nuggets.
Okay.
Because I'm already going to have the sauce open. I mean, I like ketchup on fries, but I feel like they don't really need it.
Mm-hmm.
And the burgers, they already have, like, I'm usually going to get a burger, usually a quarter pounder, let's be real.
Yes.
And I feel like it already has the ketchup, the mustard, it's got all the flavors. So then the side, it can be plain. I'll eat it just like dry fry.
Yes.
But if I already have something open for the nuggets, which is normally ranch, then if I'm like, I prioritize the nuggets for the sauce.
Yes.
But
because you can't have those without sauce.
Oh my gosh, no. So I'll prioritize that. And then if there's extra, I'll dip the fries in the ranch. Because like you can't let the good ranch go to waste.
Oh, you cannot. I feel like that needs to be on a shirt. Like you can't let good ranch go to waste or something.
Oh my gosh, should I make a shirt?
Yes.
Send that one out for Christmas next year.
That would be so iconic. Oh my
hilarious.
god. Like, and then I don't know, you could have some kind of like, or just one day with everyone like has dinner together that has the shirt, and then like you all wear it and like use ranch.
Oh, that would be so cute. I love it.
Love an excuse to match.
Be wearing that shirt too.
Oh, I would wear it anytime I knew I was going to have ranch. I love dressing to an occasion.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I feel like one time you told me, like, if I die and people remember me as the person who always dressed as people, I'll be happy. And that's honestly how I've described you to people when describing my friend group. I'm like, oh, Michelle likes a theme.
Literally, okay, I don't even remember saying that, but I'm so glad I did, and I'm glad that you remembered, and I'm glad that you are like staying true to my wishes, because current me didn't even remember that past me stated that, but I stand by it.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, it's how you live your life to a theme, which is great.
I mean, yes,
it's a great quality to have.
Honestly, didn't even know that we were going to talk about this, but it's a great segue into one of my favorite memories regarding a McDonald's fry. And so here's my bridge. I'll explain it right now. So we got the matching ranch shirts. Then we've got just like themes in general. Then we've got dressing to theme at Disneyland. Then we've got Disneyland just in general. Then, do you remember the covered wagon French fry stand that used to be across from Big Thunder Mountain Railroad?
I do remember that. That was an iconic fixture in Disneyland.
Was literally like a for sure stopping point of my childhood trips to Disneyland.
I feel like this is like in the deep recesses of my memory, but it's like,
when did it go away?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Why did they do that to us?
But it was so perfect, and also like so smart, because if you got on Big Thunder Mountain, you're gonna smell them, and who can resist a McDonald's fry?
That's so true. Honestly, that's like almost, well, I shouldn't say more tempting than the popcorn, but almost. Yeah. Also, side note, I think they switched their popcorn a while back, and it's not as tasty. I do not appreciate.
Really?
Well, it's Pop Secret, but I don't think it was. I think it used to be Orville Redenbacher, if I remember correctly, and I didn't. Anyway, that's a complete side note on Disneyland popcorn. But now the fries will be way more tempting because I'm not a fan of the Pop Secret popcorn smell.
Wait, that's so disappointing, though.
There's something weird about it. It's just off. It's not quite right. I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not quite right.
Disneyland popcorn was iconic.
Yeah. I could be wrong. So some super Disney fan might be able to correct me on this, but I just feel like it was not Pop Secret for our entire lives. I didn't even hear of Pop Secret, I feel like, my whole life. Yeah.
Anyway, along with bringing back Orville Redenbacher popcorn, they also need to bring back the frickin' McDonald's French fry, because it was so cute, so fun, so delicious. And so I have another memory involving fries at Disneyland, and I'm not 100% sure they were fries from that stand, but I also just want to share it because it's frickin' hilarious. But one time when I was little, I was on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad with my younger sister, and while we're on the ride, she's like, "Do you want a fry?" And I was like, "What? Where did you get a fry?" And she had put fries in her pocket and was like taking them out to eat on the ride. I think she mainly did it to be funny, but like also though, like that's fucking hilarious. Oh, yeah. Like for a child to have the foresight to do that is so funny. But yeah, I don't remember if they were from the McDonald's French fry stand or if it was like from lunch at like probably the Stage Door Cafe that is like right there. But yeah, I just remember her having fries in her pants pocket, like jeans, like Napoleon Dynamite status, like the tops in his pants. Like,
I was envisioning like a nice loose sweatshirt pocket, but now that I know it was in the jeans pocket, it's like a little worse, but it's still funny. So funny. I don't think I ate one. I want to say I didn't, but who knows? Be a squishy fry.
Squishy fry.
Well, I have a question for you, McDonald's fries.
Oh, yes.
Do you prefer the squishy ones or the crunchy ones? Because this has been like a debate in our family since forever.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I love to have a great mix of both. Mm-hmm. Like, I will not say I dislike either one, but I think I'm more often going to be in the mood for a crunch than a squish. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're not eating them, like, immediately. Oh, because a hot fry is a good fry. Mm-hmm. But a cold fry can go either way. Or, like, a warm fry, I'll say. Because even, like, squishy warm isn't as good as squishy hot. But I think crunchy warm is still pretty on par with crunchy hot.
Yes. I'm tracking this, definitely.
Thank you for understanding.
I feel like the worst of all is squishy cold. That is terrible.
So just because of that factor, I feel like it gets pushed down a little bit. But I do love both.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I feel like when I was younger, I preferred the squishy ones for sure. And so I would like pick them out first. But I think this speaks to the fact that it's better when they're hot, because I would make sure I ate like
yes
hot first. And then, now I feel like I do like the mix with the crunch. A little bit of I honestly prefer the ones that are like perfectly in between, like a little crunchy on the end, but like they're like the really long fries, so you know it came in the middle of the potato,
right? Okay, and also though those really long fries, I'm like, how freaking big are these potatoes? Sometimes they're really big.
They are. Also, I have another fun fact from the video I watched. Read potatoes and how they're cut. They are launched through a cannon sort of deal. At the factory. So they go, apparently, according to the video I watched, like 72 miles an hour down this chute that cuts them with like water knives into like a perfect like
water knives?
I guess so.
What does that even mean?
Water going fast. Like if the potato's going fast enough and the water's going fast enough, you can cut metal like that. Fun fact.
I literally I have never heard, I don't know how to continue the British accent. I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, it's a thing. Andrew used to work at a place where they cut metal with like water, like literally like streams of
scary. Don't Missa, it is almost the end of 2020. Don't get me being afraid of water now. Are you joking? We're how many days away from 2021? 4 days.
Not close enough to the end of 2020, to be honest.
Now I'm gonna be afraid of sharp water. Water is my friend. I'm an Aquarius, goddammit. It's not even a water sign, but I pour that dang water.
Well, I feel like it's always in contained environments, so just don't go into a factory setting where there might be very fast water.
New fear, fast water.
And not like rapids fast, like knife fast water.
Oh my gosh. That's so scary. Wait, after this, I'm definitely looking up fast water. I did not know that. I feel so dumb now. I'm almost 28 years old in like less than a month. How did I not know fast water existed?
I didn't know it either, to be honest, especially about cutting metal. Like, that just seems aggressive. But
literally, like, definition aggressive, fast water that cuts metal.
Insane. But yeah, that's how they also cut the fries. And they have, like, a video thing that, like, a sensor that will, like, once they've been cut, it, like, takes out, like, ones that look bad.
What?
So that's why they all look so perfect.
That's wild. Then how do some still not look perfect?
Maybe in like the like, because they're like, they cut it. First it's like a whole factory line, but they like peel it, cut off weird ends, send it through the cannon, double check to make sure they all look good, and then they put it in like a chemical bath, like a preservative bath.
Of course they do.
Naturally. And so that it, like, you know...
the opposite of natural, though. Naturally.
Yeah, not, like, real naturally. But, yeah, so that it, like, keeps its color, and then they fry it once. While it's, like...
double fry!
The double fry. And then they flash freeze it in, like, -10 degrees. And then they send it to the store. So that's why it cooks really fast. So I'm feeling like somewhere in, like, the packaging... and then like opening it up at the store and putting it in the fryer, that's where it could really go awry. Yeah. But it could be worse if they didn't do all of these other things prior.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, okay, that made me think of when we learned about the double fry. What was that brunch place we went to?
This is genuinely the top fry I think I've ever had in my life. And I'm so glad you were present for it.
That was such a fun day.
Brunch. That was the best day.
This brunch place in like a strip mall. It was so random. And then we went to the beach after and like napped on the beach. Because
the bottomless mimosas got us good.
It was you, me, and Kate, right?
I think so.
Was there anyone else?
I feel like it was just the three of us.
Iconic.
So iconic. But yeah, it was like what, the 48-hour fry that they had at this brunch place. And of course we asked our very generous server who was continuing to pour us the champagne how this happened. But yeah, it was like they would like, I don't know, I forget the process of the 24 hours.
I think it was like similar. Hours. Like they cut it, they fry it, then I don't remember if they froze it or it would make sense if they froze it rather than just refrigerate because freezing like retains the crunch and then fried it again. But they were so like they were thicker. Yeah. So I feel like the crunch on the outside like it doubled in thickness.
Oh like, my gosh, yes.
Did they also somehow dry them or something? Because there was...
Yeah, I feel like that was in the middle of the process. Like maybe I want to say there was like a low oven temp thing involved, like a dehydration. And then fried again before people ate them.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because it was like the amount of like there was still like a squish on the inside, but the amount of crunch was like so thick. Mm-hmm. Oh, those were so good. I hope that place still exists.
I honestly have tried to look it up, but it was so random that I don't even know how I would go about finding it.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty disoriented. I have no idea because we tried to. Didn't we go to that other? Mm-hmm. It was like we tried to go to one brunch place and it didn't work out. And then we found this other really random one in Huntington. Yes. But I could not tell you where it is.
There was like a 7-Eleven in the same strip mall. That's all I could tell you is like nearby.
The randomest little place. That was a true hidden gem.
Oh my! Like it should be on diners, drive-ins, and dives. Like,
Guy Fieri, where are you?
Guy, you gotta find this place that we don't know the name of.
I say top 3 fries are probably McDonald's, that, and then this one I had somewhere else. It was a duck fat fry. It kind of speaks to like the beef tallow fries.
Yes.
So the duck fat was just elevating it so much. So good.
Yum. Dang. I might have a snack after this.
I gotta go get some fries.
Now I have to go get some. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. One more thing that I remember because we're winding down. Mm-hmm. But another thing I wanted to ask if you remembered is if you remember the bucket size fries at McDonald's.
Okay, I don't have a personal memory of them. However, I feel like I have a memory through you because you talked about that, and I'm sure we got them one time, but I don't remember it from personal experience. But I feel like it was such an iconic part of your childhood that somehow it's created a memory for me.
Oh my gosh! One day I will find someone who remembers the bucket of fries. I mean, I know my mom and sister do because so here's the memory. Sometimes late at night, and I feel like it would be when my dad was working graveyard shifts, so he wasn't at home or whatever. My mom, my sister, and I would have dinner, and then it would be Friday night or Saturday night or whatever, watching movies, doing our nails, being little babies. And we'd want a late night snack, and we'd just go drive through McDonald's and get a bucket of fries, and the three of us would share it. I feel like it's probably equivalent to an extra large fry or something. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
See, I'm envisioning a 3 extra large fry size bucket here.
Well, so that in my childhood mind is thinking it was that big. But in my adult looking back and being okay, things seemed bigger when I was little.
That's true. It's all about perspective.
Right. So I'm realistically, would they sell a KFC bucket size amount of fries? I'm not sure.
It's that had to, if so, what a long time to prepare. Because it's that's a few baskets of fries.
Yeah.
But worth it.
This is something I probably could have looked into before recording this, but of course I didn't. Do you know what? I read an article on the history of it, so there's my research.
Didn't they sell instead of like in more recent memory. I feel like there was like a bucket of nuggets, or maybe it was just you could buy 50 nuggets. It was like some obscene amount of nuggets that you could purchase at one time. So
I remember the 50.
Fries.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, because if they're selling 50 nuggets, they're figuring it's probably for like a family or a group of people or whatever. So it's like, yeah, why not have a bucket of fries?
Yeah.
A 50 an order of 50 chicken McNuggets and a bucket of fries.
Sounds like something from like Parks and Rec.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Parks and Rec. Wait, I need to rewatch that. I haven't watched that in a while.
I had to watch it on Peacock. I now have subscribed to yet another thing.
So what else is on there that makes it worth it?
That's a good question. I really like only got it for that, but I did see a commercial at The Office, which is so basic. But now The Office is going on there, but they're gonna put like extras and stuff, like more than currently on Netflix right now.
Okay, and that's cool.
What else is on there? Like, I mean, you could watch. There was something else I was watching on there. I don't remember what it was, but I specifically was watching Parks and Rec during the election season because I just needed to know that even fictitiously there were good politicians out there. I just like had to feel better about government, so therefore I watched Parks and Rec.
Leslie Knope, please save us.
She brought me out of my low point in November 2020.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Well. What a great little convo. I love McDonald's fries, so thank you for letting me talk about them by choosing them as your snack of choice here at Snacktime, Melissa.
Of course.
It has been such a joy to have you back here again. You're obviously welcome back, literally whenever. Wait, what was the thing that we said that we needed to talk about?
Bread and butter.
Yes! Literally. But like specifically sourdough toast, yes. I feel like is like the dish.
Yeah.
Dang, I freaking love. Do you know what? We'll save it. We'll save it for when we talk about sourdough toast.
Stay tuned, listeners, for the sourdough toast episode.
It's gonna be iconic. We could talk about our favorite like types of sourdough. And types of butter. Like, we'll, deep dive into the world of sourdough toast. Also, I just realized it got so dark in my room.
Oh, yeah. It's we have a full storm coming right now. It's pretty dark.
I love it.
Honestly, it hasn't rained most of the year, but the 2 times it's rained, it has been so violent. I feel like the first one was really intense. I was on the freeway at the time, and, the freeway fully slowed down to where everyone had their hazards on going 20 miles an hour.
Oh, that's so scary.
I know, right? And then today, violent. Well, actually last night, it was really, very bad. The thunder. Well, bad for California. I feel like anyone from anywhere else would be like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, but also, we never get rain, so when we do, mudslides happen, flooding happens, it actually is, really scary.
We're ill-equipped for the rain.
So ill-equipped. Oh my gosh, and then remember when it hailed?
Oh, yeah. That was that one really bad day.
But I forgot that
I saw videos of it.
Yeah, I forgot that it also hailed. It was so crazy.
There was supposed to be hail. Well, the neighborhood group chat is popping off.
Oh my god.
There was apparently hail, but not in our part of Brea. It was in North Brea, which I couldn't even tell you where North Brea is, but it was there.
Yeah, which way is north? I don't know directions.
I was just about to point as if you know which direction I'm missing. I think it's that way.
Wait, actually, okay, wait. If you're pointing that way in your house, I'm facing. Am I facing that? No, I'm facing the opposite direction. I'm facing the opposite direction that you're facing right now.
Oh.
If I'm picturing your house.
Yeah.
Your house is over there. Yeah. And your room. Wait, no. Are we looking in the same direction? I'm confusing myself. Streets are windy in this part of town, so it's there's literally a street called Winding Lane. So
yeah. Honestly, your neighborhood has some fun street names, including
Strawberry.
Strawberry, Rainbow.
Oh my God, I forgot about Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
My bus stop for junior high was on Strawberry.
Oh, that's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Ours are like, I think like wildflowers. I think that's what all of our street names are.
Oh,
or something to that effect. Or weeds? I don't know. Like, you got some weird ones in there.
Well, anyway, after our tangent on street names.
That's getting cut.
No, I love it. Those are the kinds of things that we get distracted by, and I really enjoy that about our friendship.
Same.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, Melissa, for being here. Of course. Snackers, as always, thank you for joining us here today at Snacktime. If you would like to stay updated on snack times, whereabouts, who's abouts, what's abouts, you can follow us. And by us, I mean me. It's just me. It's a one-woman operation. I do it all. And you can follow me at Snacktime Pod on Instagram. I don't have a Twitter for this podcast, but if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, that's at Marno Show. And, listen everywhere. Listen on YouTube at Marno Show as well. Subscribe, like, comment, review, just do the dang thing. And I'll see you next time at Snack Time. Bye!